Welcome back to those nights, my horror night.
Welcome to the last video store. I'm your host, Bud Haddonfield, and this is the YouTube show we recommend the good, the bad, and ugly of horror movies. Today, I'm here trying out a new co-host, Nubbins. He really doesn't talk much. Today's episode, I want to talk about one of my favorite underrated slasher movies. It's from the 90s, 1991 to be exact, and it is Popcorn. Popcorn was a huge staple of the video store. Pretty much everyone I went to, I would see this cool, iconic cover, and this is what drew me to it. I found it early on, probably the mid-90s, and I fell in love with it. It was so much fun. That's why we're doing an episode with it today. So it has pretty much an all-star cast of who was who in the 1990s. We have Kelly Jo Minter. She was in all kinds of things. We have Tom Villard. We have Jill Shallon. We have Dee Wallace Stone. We have Ray Halston. Mr. Hand from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. We have Tony Roberts. We got the guy who played fucking Moochie and Christine, the little fat dude who took a shit on Christine's dashboard. That guy. I'll include a picture of that guy. So great acting. It was directed by Mark Harrier. I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing his name. He was one of the guys from the Three Porky's movies. So if you saw that movie, he was the tall, skinnier fellow. I can't think of his character's name, but I'll include a picture right here. So Jill Shallon's character, she is having reoccurring nightmares of just weird imagery. And she's in college. She has like a film studies class. And they're trying to raise money. I want to say they're trying to, I don't know if they're trying to rescue or restore an old abandoned theater. It's been quite a few years since I've seen it, and it's a shame because it's such a fun movie. But anyway, they come across this film reel, and it's this weird director. He's doing like experimental films, and it's just weird imagery. So Jill's character, she sees this and exactly what she has been dreaming of pretty much whatever for the longest time, as long as she's been having these nightmares. And this, long story short, he was, like I said, like a hippie. He lived on a commune. He had these followers. And after he made the movie The Possessor, he pretty much lit fire and killed off everybody in his little troop. So pretty much very similar to Bad Dreams. If you've seen that movie, we definitely got to cover it on this episode. So from there, like I said, they get all these old film reels from these 1950s creature feature slash movies. And they have like Smell-O-Vision. I know one of the movies within a movie. It's kind of like Ernest Goes to Jail. Donald Glover's character. I say Donald Glover. Whoever Crispin Glover's dad is, I can't think of his name. He passed away recently. He's this inmate. He gets electrocuted. Now he has the power to shock people, so they hook up things to the chair so they give you a little shock to bolster you up. They have like this weird mosquito movie with this giant weird mosquito that goes back and forth throughout the crowd while they watch this movie. And they have some kind of gas movie where they pretty much do the Smell-O-Vision trope. So while this is all happening, all the classmates who are putting on this all-night horror-thon, they're all getting killed off one by a killer who can kind of change his face. I don't want to give too much away if you haven't seen this movie. Yes, it's almost 40 years old, but oh, is it so much fun. I'm seriously, if you have not seen this movie, I highly recommend it. You can find it. The VHS ain't too bad out of print. You can get a good copy of it, probably underneath $20. Synapse Films had did a great restoration Blu-ray. You can still find that. You might be able to find the DVD. It was a little bit out of print. And they also did a steelbook from Synapse Movies. They don't make movies like this anymore. And it's fun. It has the great atmosphere. And I can just talk about it all day about how much I love and actually really enjoy Popcorn. It was one, I had to have every copy of it as they would put out one of those, because you ever find something that you truly love and you just want to hold on to it and you want to support it as much as you can. So that's me in horror movies, especially with Popcorn. So I'm going to stop rambling about it. It's a great slasher movie, especially, like I said, in the after the golden age it happened. In the 1990s, we were still transitioning. Scream was coming out a couple years after this. That pretty much redefined it. But this movie is definitely one of its kind. And again, I highly recommend it. Jill Shallon, she was pretty much a up-and-coming scream queen. She had did the original Stepfather movie. She was in Curse to the Bite. She was in... I'm drawing a blank right now. She was in the kind of shit. When a Stranger Calls Back, she had like that weird mullet haircut. But anyway, she was doing good, and she just decided to step away from Hollywood and have a family. So kudos to her. Good acting, good directing, great story. The killer's super iconic, and it's a shame this movie is as underrated and pretty much unheard of. If you're a hardcore horror fan, yes, you're going to know this movie, but just a casual watcher of somebody getting into it, you're not going to know about Popcorn, and if you do, I tip my hats off to you. I don't believe it's streaming anywhere legally, but you can find a rip of it on YouTube, and it's pretty good quality. So with that, I'm going to stop it. Stop rambling like I do, because rambling is what I do best. This guy gives me nothing. So, thank you for tuning in. I hope you all having a great day. I hope you have a great upcoming week. May is going to be here with probably within about a 2-week period. So we got some May of the Dead movies. Love zombie movies. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to do May of the Dead. I want to do a whole retrospective of the Return of the Living Dead series, because that is my all-time favorite movie, especially the original one. And then we're going to have Summer Carnage, where we're going to talk about a lot of fun Bigfoot movies. So I had 2 friends who, they're independent filmmakers. I want to do a rundown of all the movies they have been doing. Great directors. I love their films, and I want to put them out to y'all so y'all can support it as well. So again, I'm rambling. I'm going to stop. Please like and subscribe. I hope you all have a fantastic Sunday, because it's Sunday as we're filming it. And me and old Nubbins, we're going to go find something to do. We might go watch the new Mummy movie. We shall see. But like and subscribe, and I'll see you on next week's episode.
Before the horror of Halloween, before the fear of Friday the 13th, before the evil of A Nightmare on Elm Street, before them all, there was... Now, 15 years later, he's back. Oh, yes.
There's something happening here that I've been looking for all of my life. There's smoke. Someone takes her hand. She's running. The same man comes towards her.
I'm in a dream.
I remember the whole thing. Stop!
Are you ready?
Popcorn. Buy a bag. Go home in a box.
Freddy Jason Letter, Fistinator, Michael Myers are the heroes of my past. Now the medium is dying. Chucky and the zombies are all up in cemetery. So bring me back those. I wanna come back to those times when all movies were so scary. How grown